Hey guys, what is going on today? Bojo here. We are back for, I guess, part 5, technically, of our Las Vegas series during the beta. As you guys know, the beta is long gone, and I did not have enough time to do our little mock draft in the beta. So, somebody gave me the really awesome suggestion to do it through generalmanager.com, which I do go on General Manager a lot and never even noticed that they had a mock draft tool literally on the front page of their damn site. So that's what I have set up here today. So as you guys can see, we have all the NHL teams I've gone through already and picked the 11 potential players to be protected, except for the Buffalo Sabres. Obviously, guys, this is not going to be 100% because we don't know what's going to happen from now till the 2017 expansion draft. Lots of things could happen. Lots of trades could be made. So I wanted to try to make this as fair as possible. So I did as much research as I can. I followed your guys' suggestions from that Las Vegas video that we did a couple months ago when I told you guys to, who you think your team would protect during an expansion draft. So I went through all those comments. I tried to pick the players as best as I possibly could. And I obviously went with 9 out of the potential 11 protected players for each team. So 7 forwards, 3 defensemen, and 1 goaltender, except for the Buffalo Sabres, because Jared told me that he thinks that the Sabres would opt to protect like 4 forwards, which would be O'Reilly, Okposo, Kane, and Ennis, and then Bogo, Kulikov, McCabe, and Risto for their defense, and then Robin Lehner as their goaltender. So I only went with them just because I got like a person's opinion, and I trust Jared's opinion because he's a Buffalo Sabre nut. But I went through all this things to save you guys the time here out of just picking all these players. Once again, like I said, I did the best research that I could, so everything's not going to be 100%. And you know what, I just went through the protected players, and here we go. So to run an expansion mock draft, begin by selecting each of the 30 teams protected players below, which I've already done. Then click on expansion draft to select the players for the expansion team. All right, so if we click on this, we'll be brought to each little team here of all the non-protected players that we can pick from for each entire NHL team. Now remember, we have to pick at least 1 player from each team, and we need 14 forwards, 9 defensemen, and 3 goaltenders in total. So we have to obviously choose wisely who we protect, who we go for here, and we can only pick 1 player per team, I believe. We might be able to pick multiple players, but I don't think so. Can we pick multiple players? No, we can only pick 1 player per team here in the NHL. All right. Now, obviously, a lot of things can change here, but we're going to start off, just go right down in order with each and every team and see who the best possible player to be picked from would be. Now, we'll start with the Anaheim Ducks, and the big names that stand out to me right now is Cam Fowler. Now, depending on what the Anaheim Ducks do, I mean, the obvious decision here would be to trade Cam Fowler so that you wouldn't have this, because if we go to the Anaheim Ducks here, they have to protect Bieksa because he's on a no-trade clause. And then I opted to choose Sami Vatanen and Hampus Lindholm instead of Cam Fowler. Now, if Fowler does get protected over Vatanen, I would say, maybe switch that to Fowler instead of Vatanen. If Anaheim doesn't want to trade Fowler, then I can see them letting go of Sami Vatanen. But if that's the case, which I do think could possibly happen, I don't know if they'll eventually trade Fowler or not, but it's either going to be Cam Fowler or Sami Vatanen that goes up here. So I definitely think picking that would be a smart decision. You don't need Jonathan Bernier. There's going to be plenty of other better defensemen out there. As for forwards, is there any really good forwards here for Anaheim that really stands out to me? Not too great. Tokarski, no. Schultz, Sargabosa, no. There's nothing really too great, fantastic here. It has to be one of those defensemen from Anaheim you're going to get. Las Vegas is going to get here in this pick. So that's a good pick there that you're going to get like a nice under 26-year-old defenseman from the Anaheim Ducks, which is nice. Now, Arizona. I don't think we need Datsuk or Pronger, which is good. Michael Stone is another really interesting name that pops up right here because I think we can go back-to-back defensemen here because if we go take a look at Arizona, they had to protect OEL. Goligoski has to be protected because of his no-trade clause. And then I went with Connor Murphy instead of Michael Stone because Murphy just got himself a nice little contract as well. So I think we go back-to-back defensemen here and pick up Vatanen and Michael Stone, 2 like 26-year-old defensemen, because I don't think there's any other, like I said, good forwards that we need. Tenorti, Arizona does have a lot of stockpiles in defensemen. And they do have some young forwards, but I think we go back-to-back D-men here with Vatanen and Stone, building up that defensive core. Next up is the Boston Bruins, and I think right here is where we may pick our first goaltender here, or we could pick a forward. Now, McQuaid, Miller, John Michael Lyles, they're okay, but nothing really too spectacular. Hudobin, no. Colin Miller, he's decent. Ryan Spooner is also another nice little forward to have right there. Riley Nash, but I think the big name ticket right here is Malcolm Subban as a really good, one of the better defense goaltender prospects in the NHL. So unless we want to get Zach Ronaldo, I don't think so. Or Griffith. Now I think I think this one here is between Seth Griffith and Malcolm Subban. Subban could be one. Well, he's not going to be our starting goaltender for sure, but Subban is going to be a nice goaltending prospect to have in the system for this Las Vegas team, and they could obviously build around that. And he's only 23. But do you give up a guy like Seth Griffith as well, who's is a really good prospect? I think they take Subban there from Boston for a goaltender. So they take their first goaltender. Now Buffalo, who you grab here? You got lots of options. I think you take remember, you need to reach the salary cap floor, so you need to take some players with some bad contracts. Now, going through this list, Buffalo does have a lot of nice prospects that they would give up here. Delorier is up there, but that's nice. Zemgus Girgensons is there. Johan Larsson, Marcus Foligno's up there. Cody Franzen, Josh Georges, Gianta. I think they take Matt Molson, to be honest, even though it's a $5 million cap hit. 33-year-old left winger who's kind of like just nearing the end of his prime. That's going to be on like a nice forward person for you right there. A forward player for you. I think they take Matt Molson there, give Buffalo some cap relief. Yeah, I think they take Matty Molson right there. We'll do that. Molson. And remember, this is my own opinion too. This is like I'm the GM of running this Las Vegas team too. So I'll take Molson. Calgary, who do we got? Weidman, Frolik, Schmid, Stajan, Boma, Johnson, Bolig, Wotherspoon, Yorkie Paka, Furland, Chason, Lyndon Vey, Freddie Hamilton, Kolkin, and Kudelek. Michael Frolik would be a nice little grindy type of player for us. That'd be pretty nice. Lance Bowman would be like depth. I think I'll go with Frolik. Why not? We have a left winger and a right winger. We still need a center, but that's fine. Carolina, who do we got? Carolina Hurricane wise. Nordstrom, Nestrasel, Brock McGinn, Alshuler. Alshuler is another really good defensive prospect. Or I keep saying defensive prospect, goalie prospect. That'd be a nice player to have. But remember, we can only take 3 goalies. So I think we take a forward here again. I think it would have to be Joachim Nordstrom here. Yeah, I would say probably Joachim Nordstrom or Nestrasel or Brock McGinn. Brock McGinn's kind of a little bit too young though. I think we go with, let's go with Joachim Nordstrom. Stock up with some wingers. All right, the Blackhawks. Billy Polka standing out to me right there because that's another, once again, a really, really, really good defensive prospect, but you're letting go of some other players as you move on down the line. Darling, Rosafall, definitely not. Anybody else here? Chicago standing out to me. Spedberg, TVR, Trevor Van Riemsdyk, Richard Panik, Brian Campbell, no way. Kruger would be decent. That's your first center, though. I think you take Marcus Kruger there. I think Marcus Kruger goes. But you're letting up such a good defensive prospect, though, like Billy Polka. And all the mock drafts that I've seen as well, a lot of people have seen that they would take Billy Polka from Chicago. Yeah, I'm taking Polka. I can't pass up a good defensive prospect like that. I want to stack up the team defensively as best I can because we already have Vatanen and Stone, who are honestly might be like Vatanen's a top 2. Well, close to top 2, inching top, on the brink of becoming like a top 2 guy from top 4. And Stone is a really, really reliable top 4 guy. And we have some decent forwards right there with Molson and Frolik, maybe like second, third liners. Subban's going to be a nice goalie prospect for us. Nordstrom, maybe like a 4th liner. Polka, nice defensive prospect, which is nice. Colorado Avalanche, who you got? Jelena? Yeah, I think we take Jelena to round out the defense even more. So how many we have right now? I think we go to the Las Vegas roster. Yeah, so we have 9 minimum, 14 minimum forwards. And so we have Vatanen, Stone, Jelena, and Polka, Subban, Molson, Frolik, and Nordstrom so far. So not too bad. We're looking pretty good here. All right, the Blue Jackets. Calvert stands out to me here. Matt Calvert, another nice little sniper type of player. If I just go down here, Sam Gagner, nope. Korpisalo, no thanks. Oscar Dansk, that'd be a nice little goalie prospect as well. McElhaney, no. I think we got to go with either Wenberg, Carlson, or Calvert here. Savard wouldn't be bad either. David Savard. Why is Columbus not holding on to David Savard here? Hold on, let me double check on Columbus. Why are they not holding on to Savard? Oh yeah, Jones, Johnson, and Murray. That makes more sense for Columbus, so they have to give up Savard there for sure. Do we take Savard? I don't know. I don't know how many other defensive they're like really good defensemen are going to be there, but Savard is decent. But then you could also get like a guy like Matt Calvert, Carlson, or Wenberg. Like those are two really good like young centers right there as well. Like third, fourth line players again, Carlson and Wenberg. Or you just continue to stack up the defense. The defense for this Las Vegas team is going to be really good. Yeah, let's grab up Savard. So we have like a lot of defensemen already. Yeah, we have 5 out of the 9 D-men already with Vatanen, Savard, Stone, Jelena, and Polka. Molson for Leak and Nordstrom so far. Not too bad. Let's keep going. All right, next up is the Dallas Stars. I'm going to lay off on Rittman because I do think we can get a better goaltender later on, like Detroit, because I think I'm going to take Jimmy Howard right there. Let me hold off on Jimmy Howard. Let me hold off on him because I know there's like 3 really good forwards that we can pick from Detroit. Now, Dallas. Who do we get from Dallas? Do we take Sharp even though he's going to be a UFA? Who else is in here? Patrick Eves, Nemeth, Stephen Johns, Ebert, McKenzie, Jamel Smith, Cracknell, Travis Morin, Matej Stransky, Jordy Ben. I don't think we need Jordy Ben. Roussel, no. Hemsky. I think we could take Patrick Sharp. He'll be a UFA. They'll have to sign him, but they have the money to do it. Let's take Patrick Sharp. He'll be a first line player for us there and here. That'll drive in seats here. Now Detroit. I would take Jimmy Howard if it wasn't for the availability of Sheehan, Yurko, and Polkinen being available right here for Detroit. And Athanasiou as well. Detroit has a lot of really good prospects here that we can pick from here, forward-wise. Even Xavier Ouliette, but we don't need another defenseman. Like I said, it's either Jimmy Howard here. Brendan Smith is okay. Vanek, we're definitely not going to take Vanek. I think it either has to be Sheehan, Yurko, or Polkinen here. Polkinen, Yurko, or Sheehan. Sheehan does have the big boy contract too, so let's take Sheehan. Edmonton. All right. Benoit Pouliot, I think it would be an obvious choice right here, unless I see anything else. Cassian, Ferentz, Fane. No, I don't really see anything else here. Yeah, I think we take Benoit Pouliot. Florida. Reimer, do we take? I think we take another defenseman here because Florida has to give up a couple good guys. Because who's Florida protecting? They're protecting Ekblad, Yandel, and I guess... Who are they protecting? Ekblad, Yandel, Demers. That's right. I keep forgetting they signed Jason Demers. So they have those 3 defensemen, which are nice. So what could we grab from Florida? Could grab James Reimer. That's definitely an option. But, I'm waiting until Philly to pick the goaltender because I know we're not going to be able to grab one of those goaltenders. And I know Las Vegas is going to take one. Definitely don't want Boland in that contract hit. That's definitely no bueno. I think it either has to be... I want to go with Alex Petrovic right there because I think that'll be pretty nice. Los Angeles Kings could take Brayden McNabb again and continue to stock up on these defensemen. Unless there's anybody else really good down here. Lotta... No, we're not really good forward-wise. Let's see. No, let's not... Maybe we don't take a defenseman here. Because Spurgeon and Scandella are right here for Minnesota. Ooh, but Eric Howell is right there too. I want Howell from Minnesota for sure. Skipping over guys like Kemper, Stahl, Scandella, and Spurgeon. Even though Spurgeon and Scandella would be really, really good additions to that defensive core. Maybe I don't. Oh, this is so difficult. All right, hold on. Let me see. Rules. I have 6 out of my 9 defensemen right now. So I'm looking at like prospects, top 6s, top 4s, top 2. A lot of these guys are UFAs as well, but still, they would have to sign them. But I would think that Las Vegas takes them regardless. Let's see. LA. Who would they take forward-wise on LA? Teddy Purcell? No. Trevor Lewis? Brayden McNabb? They wouldn't take Dustin Brown, would they? There's no way they would take Dustin Brown. I think I'm going to skip LA and Minnesota. I'll come back to them. Montreal. Montreal, I think you go with Jacob De La Rose here. Yeah, I think you go with... It's either David Desharnais or De La Rose. Markov is going to be a little bit too old. Desharnais would be good. You need more centers on the team, even though he's a UFA. Desharnais wouldn't be too bad. He'd be like a second-line center. Nashville, you take Ryan Ellis without any question right there. I'm looking like up forward as well, but there's no question you take Ryan Ellis from Nashville. Because they're protecting who? They're protecting Subban, Yossi, and I think Ekholm instead of Ellis. So you definitely take Ellis from Nashville. Montreal, I guess he Desharnais because we do need more forwards. We need to take a lot of forwards in these last couple things here. New Jersey, Bo Bennett or Reed Boucher here. I think you go with definitely not Mark Savard. I think you go with Reed Boucher because he's a little bit more of a better prospect than Bo Bennett. So I think you take Reed Boucher there. We'll come back to those two. Remember, New York Islanders is where you also take another forward. Even though you got like Hickey and DeHaan, you got a lot of really good players right here. I think you go with Kuhlman, Grabowski, or who's the other guy I saw? Kuhlman, Grabowski. Pulock is up there as well. Prince. I don't think you take Prince nor Adam Quinn. I think you go with Grabowski or Kuhlman here. Grabowski a little bit older, Kuhlman a little bit younger, lower cap hit. Yeah, go with Kuhlman. The Rangers. I think Jesper Fost. Who was the other guy I saw? It was Fost and there was another guy, Lindbergh. Lindbergh and Fost are definitely up there as well. You don't take Ranta, you don't take Tanner Glass, you don't take Nick Holden. Grabner maybe for some speed. McIlwraith, he's a UFA. I think you take either Jesper Fost or Oscar Lindbergh here. Fost Lindbergh. I think Fost is a little bit more, whoops, sorry, Mac issues. A little bit more established than Lindbergh. Ottawa. Clark MacArthur, I would think. That makes sense. Philadelphia, this is where you pick the goaltender. Pick Michael Neuwirth right there. You take Nuvi. Pittsburgh, you take your other goaltender, Marc-Andre Fleury. Now, I switched out Pittsburgh for a reason. I switched out Fleury, and, well, I picked Fleury here because of the fact that, who was the other guy? Kuhnhackl? Yeah, I think you take Fleury, though, because they had Pittsburgh protecting Fleury because he was on no trade clause or a no movement clause, but I think Pittsburgh moves him this season, and they keep Murray. So, actually, you know what? No, Marc-Andre. Not yet. Let's take Kuhnhackl because I forgot from Tampa Bay that there is Mr. Ben Bishop here, so I will be taking Ben Bishop. And I'll take Neuwirth and Bishop for my goaltenders. I'll take Kuhnhackl from Pittsburgh. San Jose has some nice forwards as well, like Nieto, Brendan Dillon, Wingles, Schlemko. Who do you take here? I'm taking Hal. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Take Eric Stahl. Take Eric Stahl over to Halia because Eric Stahl signed for 2 years and Minnesota's not going to protect them. So we can take Stahl for 1 year from them. Eric Stahl would be a nice little established center for this Las Vegas team. So you know what? They take Eric Stahl. And then from LA, they could take Trevor Lewis as some depth for the bottom lines or Jordan Nolan because we do need some more centers. Yeah, take Trevor Lewis. It's a nice big body defenseman. Same thing with Paul Martin. I'm going to skip San Jose. I'll come back to them. St. Louis, you take without any question Ty Ratty here. No issues whatsoever. You take Ty Ratty. Ben Bishop from Tampa Bay without any questions. Toronto, really, who cares? You have so many players here. I guess you could take Kirby Reichel. I really don't see anything else that you could take, to be honest. Vancouver, you could go with Spiza. You could go with Ryan Miller. Washington, I think you take... Man, this is hard. This is very, very hard. Winnipeg, you take Tyler Myers. Yeah, you take Tyler Myers because they have to protect. Who they have to protect? They have to protect Bufflin, Enstrom, and then I expect them to sign Trouba. So I think Tyler Myers goes to the Winnipeg Jets, or they go to Las Vegas from Myers. If they protect Myers, then it's either Trouba or Myers from Winnipeg. Washington, you take a forward here. I think you either take Tom Wilson or somebody else. Martin or Dylan. Let's take Dylan because he's younger. So he can go to San Jose. Actually, you know what? Take Mirko Mueller right there from San Jose because they could sign him and he'll be their prospect defenseman. So there's your D-men. And then I guess you could take another D-man. Granlund or Gaunce. I like Granlund. And then you already have the defenseman that we need. Which means Washington, you would probably get your choice of Wilson staring you right in the face too. He's young. He's he can score. Really big hitter though. You don't really have those gritty type of players on Washington. So it's either you grab up like Justin Williams and sign him, or you take Tom Wilson, which I think would be the smart thing to do there. So I think that's it. I think that's our team here. Projected salary cap space, 20 mil. Contract not confirmed, contracted 20 players, and I think that's it. Obviously, they signed the players in free agency, so we took 18 out of the 14 forwards. We took 9 total defensemen and 3 goaltenders. So we have Patrick Sharp, Matt Molson, Clark MacArthur, Michael Frolik, Nikolai Kuhlman, Benoit Pouliot, Eric Stahl, David Desharnais, Riley Sheehan, Tom Wilson, Trevor Lewis, Joachim Nordstrom, Jesper Foss, Marcus Granlund, Kirby Reichel, Reed Boucher, Ty Ratty, and Tom Kuhnhackl for our forward core. Defensively, we have Tyler Myers, Sami Vatanen, David Savard, Michael Stone, Ryan Ellis, Eric Jelena, Alex Petrovic, Vili Polka, and Mirko Mueller. And then goaltenders, Ben Bishop, Michael Neuwirth, and Malcolm Subban. So obviously, like I said, guys, a lot of these are RFAs, UFAs, but they can take those players. They have to have at least 20 players who are contracted for next season, which I think we do. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, we have 17. So we would actually have to like drop, I think, like a couple of these like defensemen and pick up players who are actually signed for next year. So I think we would have to drop maybe like Petrovic and Jelena. So let's do that. So Colorado. So we have to drop Jelena, and we have to pick somebody who's contracted for next year. And then who was it? It was Jelena and Petrovic. So Jelena, Florida. So we have to drop those two and pick at least 3 more players who are contracted for next year. So that would mean we could take, in place of those 2, you either have to take Cody McLeod or Calvin Pickard from Colorado. There's no other choice right there. You have no other choice. You have to take either Cody McLeod or Pickard. I mean, you could take Pickard. That's another goaltender prospect for you. So we need to take players who are under contract for next season. So who's your next best choice from Florida? Skeever? I guess that's another forward. Skeever. You have to take either Cody McLeod or Pickard. Colorado really screws you over here with taking players. Obviously, we could drop players and willy-nilly from there. No, I'm fine with taking Pickard. That's a decent, another goalie prospect that we have. And then we need to drop one more player and then take somebody else. Who would we take? Boucher and Ratty. We could drop Fost and take somebody else from the New York Rangers. We can drop Fost from New York and take somebody else. Let's drop Jesper Fost and take somebody under contract. We could take Grabner, Holden, Klein. Since we did drop 2 defensemen, what's our defensive core look like? It would be Myers, Vatanen, Savard, Stone, Ellis. Yeah, I think we should probably take one more. We should probably take a defenseman from the New York Rangers. So I think either Nick Holden or Kevin Klein would be good here. So let's go take Nick Holden. And there you go. So there we go. We met pretty much everything that we needed to do. We have 16 mil of cap space, which is 76% of the cap, which we have met. We have the 20 players who are under contract now, which I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there you go. We have 20 total players under contract, and I think we have a pretty solid team. The defensive core is definitely the strong point for this. We need 8 minimum defensemen. Never mind. We need 9 minimum defensemen, so we need to drop a forward and pick up a defenseman now. We need to drop a forward and pick up a defenseman. Who can we drop? We need, let me see. I know what we can do. We could drop Trevor Lewis from LA and pick up Brayden McNabb. Drop Trevor Lewis, pick up Brayden McNabb. Because I remember that right there. Boom, 9 minimum D-men. We drop Lewis, and now we have 17 out of 14, 9 out of 9. We have Brayden McNabb, who's under contract. And there you go. There we go. That is the Las Vegas team that I created for you guys. So, goaltenders now, Bishop, Neuwirth, Pickard, Subban. Defense, we have Myers, Vatanen, Savard, Stone, Ellis, McNabb, Holden, Polka, and Mueller. I picked up 2 nice little defensive prospects for us right there. And then forwards, you have Sharp. The players who would more than likely play, I would think, would be Sharp, Molson, MacArthur, Frolik, Kuhlman, Pouliot, Stahl, Desharnais, Sheehan, and then I guess like Wilson, Nordstrom, and Granlund or Skeever. You could have like Reichel, Boucher, or maybe Kuhnhackl too. Kuhnhackl could play. And then you have like all like 4 or 5 players down here as like forward prospects. So I think I did a pretty decent job as well for picking these teams and making this Las Vegas team. Like I said, the forward core, it's okay. You have a couple studs here and there, but the really strong point is the defensive core of this Las Vegas team. You have like 5 or 6 players who are like around 26 years old or under who are really, really good defensemen, like Myers, Vatanen, Savard, Stone, Ellis, and McNabb. And then you still are able to pick up 2 really good defensive prospects. And even your goaltenders are good, like Bishop, Neuwirth, Pickard, and Subban, potentially. That's a really good goaltending and defensive core. You obviously need to work on the defensive and goaltending core, but your forward core, you can use a little bit of work. But for right now, that's a decently put together NHL expansion mock draft for this Las Vegas team. And like I said, we have met all the requirements for this mock draft. So if you guys did enjoy this, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. If you guys want, I could go take a picture of all the protected players so you could actually do this for yourself. I highly recommend you guys go do this for yourself so you can obviously do it your own way and protect the players that you wish that you want to protect. Other than that, I think we did a pretty good job here. I wish I could show you guys what it looks like in the beta, but unfortunately beta is over. But let me know what you guys saw of this draft, who you think I screwed up on, who you think I should have picked up instead. But if you guys did enjoy, leave a like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll see you guys next time.